Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to witness is no illusion.
Hi, my name's Will Polston. I'm 28 years old, number 18, and I play defence.
Yeah. So what first got you into ice hockey?
I went ice skating with my family when I was about 7 years old, and I remember seeing a big poster of an ice hockey player. I went home that day, went into the garage, got out a broom and a tennis ball and was playing out the front, and my dad sort of realised what I'd done. Went and bought me a little street hockey set from Toys R Us, and then we went ice skating a few more times, and I did a beginner's course, and yeah, I've played now for 20 years, since I was 8.
So how does it feel to be a part of the team? And what's your favourite part of being in the Chieftains? Like, what do you think is the strongest aspects of the team?
So what do I like about being a team? I've always played team sports. I played rugby since I was like really young, like 4 or 5, and I've played ice hockey now, like say 20 years since I was 8. So it's just being around the guys. It's good banter off the ice. It's good team camaraderie on the ice, and yeah, it's winning. You know, being able to win and being part of a collective is good fun.
So you say about winning, who's your favourite team to play against and why?
In years gone by, it was always Romford, because it was sort of a local thing. In more recent years, it was probably Haringey, because we had a bit of a rivalry there when Romford closed their rink. A lot of the Romford guys went to Haringey, but then probably in most recent seasons, it's probably been Peterborough, because they've been who we've been most closely competing with for sort of first or second space. It's been between us over the last 2 or 3 seasons.
So what's your favourite part about playing a match? Like what do you do to like get in the mood of the match? Do you have any like pre-game rituals and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, my favourite part of a game is the competitive aspect and winning. That's obviously the best part. But for me, a pre-game ritual. So I like to get to the rink early. When I kit up, I always kit up left to right. So I put my left skate on my right skate, my left pad in my right pad, my left elbow pad, etc. I always go out to warm up with a chewing gum, but ice hockey is like a really superstitious game. Like pretty much every player will have some sort of superstition, some weird and wonderful thing that they do. So yeah.
Do you have any fond memories of like a particular game or like moment that you have with ice hockey?
I would say my first ever game that I ever played, my first ever game, my first ever shift, I scored a goal. So that was obviously quite a fond memory. Winning the league, we won the league, the cup and the playoffs a couple of seasons ago, so we did the treble. I was captain of that team, which was pretty good. That was enjoyable, and yeah, probably the first season I got voted captain, and I think I was captain for the Warriors for like 7 or 8 seasons in a row. So yeah.
And the final question, if you've had any, what's the worst injury that you've had?
I got a cross-check to the face about 2 seasons ago, and my nose broke one way and my septum went the other way. I couldn't breathe properly for about 15 months. I had to have 2 operations having my nose rebuilt, like open nose. So after 15 months, they cut my nose here, lifted it up, rebuilt the whole thing, sewed it back down, and made it straight again. That was pretty bad. When I was 11, I cut my finger off. But I've been fairly fortunate on the injury front, so yeah, not too bad.
That's it, thank you for your time.
Cool, no problem. Cheers, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm Donald Campbell. I'm 19 years old. I play defence at the moment, and I have been playing for, I think it's 14, 15 years.
So what was it that first got you into ice hockey?
Surprisingly, my parents took me to my first game when I was only about 3 months old in the London Knight Arena when they used to play. But when they kind of folded, we moved to Site Sport in the Chelmsford Chieftains, and we kind of haven't really looked back since.
So what age did you first start skating, and how does it feel to be a part of the team? Like, what are your favourite parts about in the team?
I started skating when I was about 3 years old. Wasn't probably much long after I started walking, to be honest. And then probably the favourite part of being a team is just the fun you have, the enjoyment of just turning up, knowing the same guys every week, just kind of chatting, getting to know each other, and then just having a laugh while you're on the ice.
So do you have any like pre-game rituals, like when you turn up, and like what's your mindset when you're in a game?
I never like the idea of rituals, because then it kind of sounds like if you don't do them, it's going to fuck up your whole thing. I kind of like to see it as routine. But yeah, whenever I go on the ice, I hit my stick like 3 times. I always stand on the left side of the net. it's just, I guess, more of a comfort thing than anything.
Do you have any fond memories of previous matches or any like in-game moments that you've had?
Fondest memories probably has to be South East. It's like a tournament between the top players in like each part of the country. And you just all get together. There's normally about 5 different age groups. You just sit there, you watch each other's games, and it's just a great atmosphere throughout the whole entire tournament.
Can you do any trick shots? And if so, what are they?
I'm more of a diva, so I can't stand at the back most of the time. I guess really trick shots isn't really my thing.
Yeah. Okay, so last question. If you've had any, what's the worst injury that you've had?
Surprisingly, I've somehow managed to get through this whole time without getting injuries. I've seen people with like broken collarbones, I've just kind of missed it. I guess the worst I got was I got hit on the boards once, and my wrist just swelled up like really big, and then when we went to the hospital, they just really surprised it wasn't broken, but nothing really bad. I just had it in like a little sprain thing for like 2 weeks.
My name's Danny Wright, I'm obviously part of the Championship Champions. I'm 37 years old, one of the oldest on the team, and I'm a defender.
So what was it that first got you into ice hockey to begin with?
Well, I used to live on an estate. A few of my mates, we started playing roller hockey, just in the old school playground like you do. And 2 of the brothers that we played with, they came ice skating, see a poster on the wall, and then we kind of just followed in sync. They started skating, we come along, they started hockey, and then the roller hockey kind of gave up and the ice hockey came forward. So yes, I started that as kind of a bit of a group. I started junior school kids kind of, we used to hang out, just went from roller hockey onto the ice really, so yeah.
So what does it mean to you to be a part of the team, and like what are your favourite parts of being in the team?
It's kind of a hard thing to explain really, because we spend so much time together. You just, you spend more time here than you do with your family sometimes. Time we go to work, come home, we come to the rink Tuesday, Thursdays, some of the boys go to the gym together, and then obviously we play away games Saturdays, Sundays, maybe not every week, but we spend quite a lot of time together, and it's just like the banter that you kind of what you form together, and you just become like a bit of a family really, and everybody's there for each other, and take the piss, you swear, can you not? You take the piss out of each other, and it's just like a big, I don't know, for the minute you kind of step in the dressing room, you kind of, everyone's relaxed, everyone's who they are, and the banter flows, and it's just a part of a team. It's good because everybody's here for the same reason, and everybody just kind of gets on really, so yeah.
So when you come down to the rink to train, what does a typical session consist of?
Obviously we train twice a week. We train Tuesday and we train on Thursday. Tuesdays is more of a bit of a team bonding session, shall I say. We split up into teams. We pick 2 new captains every week on a Tuesday, and we just they pick a team, and we normally do about half hour of team drills, and then we go into our little games that we have competitions against each other. Losing team obviously have a punishment at the end. They do the bottles and the pet pucks. The winning team gets off. Next week the losing captain normally stays, and then he has to repick again. So obviously the winner comes out, the loser always stays in again. So that's a bit more like the question before. That's a bit team banter it again. Everyone's like, oh, you know, he's captain last week, you again. So yeah, so it's Tuesdays is more fun. Thursdays is a technical session where we work on every team we play against is different. Every team plays different. Their plays are different. Their systems, the way they set up. So we try and organise ourselves on a Thursday, how we're going to play that team and how we're going to attack them and so forth, really.
So what's your favourite part about playing a match, and do you have any like fond memories of previous matches or games that
Matches, you kind of get yourself in that zone to play. No one likes losing, everyone likes winning. Everyone likes scoring a few goals, getting a few assists. But I just think it's just the whole, it's when you're in that zone and you're playing and the environment and you've got the fans on your back and the team's doing well. And it's just a pretend sport to be there. And like I said, everyone, fun part's winning and it's not so fun losing really. So.
kind of a follow-on question, but who's your favourite team to play?
We go and have a rival. Obviously, because we've had a bit of a restructure this year, we played Romford. That was a big rivalry. Chelmsford, Romford. But this year, we've probably got Solent, Bracknell, Oxford. They're probably our main rivals. They were the same teams in the league that we had last year. So they're the teams that we kind of really bond against, and they're the better end games really. So yeah, so just them really.
Cool. Can you do any trick shots, and if so, what are they?
I'm far too old to do trick shots. I don't know, it's not really any trick shots really. Every player has their own little manoeuvre or move, but yeah, I'm not really a tricky person. I just can't stand with feet most of the time.
And the final question, what's the worst injury you've had?
Well, touch wood, I've not had actually too many bad injuries. Couple of shoulder injuries, couple of knees and ankles. I won't say I've never broken anything because I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, I'm touch wood. In the years I've been playing, I've never had a bad break, so that's a plus really. So yeah,
cool. So that's it. Cool. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, Ben.